Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us this Saturday, December 27th. I'm Lily Wu.
And I'm Tanner Swift. Were you happy with your Christmas gifts?
I was.
You did not return
very
any?
satisfied. Thank you, honey.
She's not going to admit it if you were
no,
not.
No, they were amazing. I loved them all.
Excellent. And I was very happy with all of my gifts, so no returning for me. Today. If you are returning some gifts, make sure you bundle up this morning. It is quite chilly. We do have a little bit of light snow, but mainly east of Wichita. As we take a look at KAKE's First Alert Doppler HD, you can see just a light band of snow along and southeast of the turnpike, but very light in nature, and in fact, not all of it even hitting the ground. If you have travel plans to take you to the east or south down into Oklahoma, you might run into a little bit of that snow, not causing any significant travel problems. Wouldn't be surprised to see a couple of flurries over the next hour or so here in the Wichita area, but really just a few flakes flying is about it. Again, not causing any travel problems this morning. The big story this morning, really the temperatures. We're down to 27 degrees in Wichita, 24 in Hutch, 23 in Salina, teens out in western Kansas, single digits in northwestern Kansas. It's 5 right now in Colby. When you factor in the northwest wind, it feels like 6 below zero right now in Colby. Feels like 3 below zero in Garden City. 15 the temperature that you need to dress for here in Wichita. So again, bundle up as you head out the door this morning. Again, maybe a flurry with some clouds this morning with a 10 a.m. temperature right around 29, 33 by the noon hour. Clouds starting to break and increasing sunshine as we head through the afternoon. Look for a high today right around 36. Pretty quiet weather as we head through the rest of our weekend, but a big cool down on the 7-day planner. We'll give you a complete look at the forecast coming up.
Thank you, Tanner. New this morning, an early morning fire damages a garage in southeast Wichita. Crews were initially called to a house fire in the 1600 block of South Webb Road near Harry around 3 this morning. When they arrived, they found a large detached garage with flames showing from the east.
We had truck crews on top of the roof to cut holes, making sure that we was not having the fire spread back to the west. We were able to contain it at the east end of the structure.
No one was inside that garage. Investigators will be out there determining the cause of that fire. Also new this morning, thousands of officers from New York and around the country gathered to honor NYPD officer Rafael Ramos, 1 week after being killed with his partner. WABC reporter Josh Enninger reports on the 8-hour wake.
Prayers reverberated through this Queens neighborhood tonight while thousands of officers stood in silence watching Rafael Ramos' son and sister speak to him.
My dear brother, my heart aches so much right now. Help me understand why God took you.
Dad, I'll miss you, Darif. I'll miss you with every fiber of my being.
Cops and civilians lined up for blocks to offer condolences to the family of Officer Ramos, whose body arrived at Christ Tabernacle this morning in a flag-draped casket under crisp salute. Ramos was deeply religious and volunteered here as an usher, helping people to their seats. Seats filled tonight in his honor.
Officer Ramos was a man who saw being a policeman as his ministry. He was being prepared to be a chaplain for the NYPD. And to see him lose his life this way is difficult for anyone to understand.
Governor Cuomo and Mayor de Blasio among the many dignitaries who called on the family tonight. But it was the legions of police officers from across the country who waited hours to get in.
For him to have given his life, it's just, we have to pay tribute to that.
Lieutenant Diana Pereira of Hollywood, Florida, took advantage of free airfare on JetBlue to come home to New York, where with the NYPD, she used to patrol the 4-1 in the Bronx. Corey Fitch and 4 others flew all the way from Minneapolis.
It breaks all our hearts when something like this happens. And it could be any of us at any time. That's what hits home.
Vice President Joe Biden and his wife are scheduled to attend this funeral this morning. The search is on for a 25-year-old Salina woman. Family and friends haven't seen Shyla Bitterfeld since Christmas morning around 6 when she was last seen leaving Kenwood Nursing Home. She was wearing green scrubs and is 5'3", 150 pounds. Her hair is brown but was recently dyed partially multicolored. If you have any information of where Shyla may be, call Salina Police at 785-826-7210. The day after Christmas is considered the second most important shopping day of the year. KAKE's Monica Castro explained why some gifts were put to use while others were returned or exchanged.
It's the day after Christmas and people have hit the stores ready to find a bargain.
I like the sales, the after Christmas sales, stuff always goes on sale. It's always a little bit cheaper. They let you get them deals. Plus, you got them good coupons.
Those deals made for a really crowded shopping experience.
Not too chaotic, but very busy. We've stepped out of a couple of stores that had an hour wait for checking out.
Many stores saw an influx of people wanting to return or exchange items. Because of that, Academy Sports and Outdoors had a separate line handling those.
We set up return tables so you can come in and automatically get your items tagged and stickered, so it's easier to go through our checkout process and get what you want.
Despite a high volume of returns, stores are seeing high sales.
Gift cards are being used today. People got gift cards for Christmas and they're coming in and spending those.
Stores like Academy marking down prices.
We have a lot of clearance items in the store now, a lot of good values. People come in, they love to shop. There's a lot less pressure than there was with the Christmas time.
And with the pressure of buying Christmas gifts gone, some shoppers are happy to shop for themselves.
You get a few things here and there, but you don't get things for yourself. You get things for others. So today it was kind of like my day, like I'm going to go out and get some things that I want.
The National Retail Federation says on average customers return about 4 holiday gifts. It's suggested that you read the fine print on the receipt before heading out to make that return. Some places may have a restocking fee or time limits on returns.